In an age of down with the patriarchy, we begin Women's Month at the Lovedo Kingdom in Limpopo, South Africa, a rare matrilineal society ruled by the legendary reign queens Modiadi since the 1800s. Here succession flows from mother to daughter in a system called genocracy. The queen is believed to hold sacred power, the gift of reign. Legend traces the dynasty to Zugundini, daughter of a Zimbabwean king who fled with a magic horn said to summon storms and shield her from enemies. Today, as we welcome you to Kaleidoscope with me, Savithri Rodrigo, remember, Masalanobo Mudayi VII carries the legacy as South Africa's only legally recognized queen. From the Kaleidoscope studios,
Delysia Gunawardene.
Three families, the key events shaping the week, all in
Overlooking this beautiful Colombo skyline, Colombo lit up with the presence of three families. A groundbreaking collaboration between Mr. Lion, Rockland Distilleries and Dilma took center stage with the three flavor experts right there, Ryan Chetiyawardena, Amal De Silva Vijayaratna and Dilhan Fernando. Inspired by Sri Lanka's rich spice heritage, this cocktail seasonings range has already been ranked among the top 3 most innovative spirit launches of 2025 by the Spirit Business, marking a historic milestone for Sri Lankan-inspired brands. 3 family-owned names, 3 masters of flavor, 1 unforgettable creation. And yes, Kaleidoscope Vibe was right there to capture the excitement.
Follow Kaleidoscope across YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn. We are everywhere. Together with Salinko Live, CDB and The Daily Morning, we share the stories that matter.
Cool appetizer. Introducing CDB Self, the digital wallet that makes life easy.
We round up the top stories of the past week. This is CDB News in a blink.
Sri Lanka's GDP growth will average 3.1% through 2030, with the long-term real interest rate target at 2.5 to 2.6%. Sri Lanka's worker remittances in February surged $729 million, up 33% year-on-year. Shipwreck diving is to be the pivot in promoting marine tourism. A grant from India will provide electric motorcycles for fisheries field officers.
And now we would like to take a look at the markets this week: oil, gold and stock.
At the Colombo Stock Exchange, the all-share price index dropped to 20,500 levels as investors were still on sell mode, with the ASPI registering a negative 9.34% return for this year. Oil prices remained volatile, with WTI dropping to $93.6 per barrel as Iraq and the US stepped up production and supply to markets which were affected by the Straits of Hormuz blockade. Gold prices dropped to $5,000 per ounce due to rate uncertainty ahead of a crucial US Federal Reserve meeting. New research finds that medical and recreational marijuana is not effective in treating anxiety, depression, or PTSD, which are 3 of the leading reasons it's prescribed. Michael B. Jordan wins his first Oscar for his dual role in Sinners, and Jessie Buckley wins for her role in Hamnet. A red fox slips onto a cargo ship traveling from England to New York and crosses continents.
focus on your goals. We will take care of the risks. Silico Life.
Aligned with Women's Month, on Kaleidoscope Dialogues today, we highlight one woman who chose to rewrite the narrative at a time when support for children with special needs was barely recognized.
For decades, Delysia Gunawardene and the Chitra Lane School for Special Children has been a lifeline for families.
A champion for early intervention and a catalyst for inclusion in Sri Lanka. We are at the Chitra Lane School today to find out more about these beginnings, understand the challenges and explore what it truly means to build a society that embraces every child with dignity and possibility. So the school's mission, from when it started at the time from Bagatale Road maybe, and then you moved here, from that time has it changed?
Yes, actually, I was only going to, work in sort of like young children and this. Now it has changed in the sense that we are now working up to 21 years and then training the children to become useful citizens within the country, within the home, and make useful members in society.
So you have worked, from that time onwards with, I would say, thousands of families. What recurring gaps or needs have you keep seeing in the support system for special needs children?
All these kids are not what they are labeled to be. They are actually normal kids. Most of the problem is that the parents don't know how to handle them. You see, because they feel that scolding them and beating them will do the job. And that's the worst thing you can do for a child.
What are the biggest misconceptions that Sri Lankan society still holds about children with special needs?
It's labeling them. We have a lot of kids here who have graduated from school who are helping us as staff assistants, you see, in the office and also in our therapy units. And, all of them, they are useful members in society.
Inclusivity to all of us is actually a mindset where society is concerned. How can Sri Lanka embrace and build a more inclusive future for these children? Because we don't seem to be doing it fast enough.
What we have to remember is that no two people are the same. Like you and I sitting next to each other, we are not the same. It's like five fingers of your hand. There are no two fingers which are the same. So you have to work with this one differently, accept them differently, speak to them differently. You see, and speak to them kindly and, don't compare one with another.
What is the message you want to give parents and you want to give teachers?
First, do not lose your temper with children. And don't hit them, don't scold them, don't beat them. And I know that in schools, I know in a lot of big schools even, and I know even priests who are principals of schools, they walk around with a stick and they beat them up. That's the worst thing you can do for a child.
What is your vision for Chitra Lane now that you have built this and it's at this stage? How do you want to see Chitra Lane maybe in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, I would love to have another unit in Chitra Lane where we have a shop and a cafe where our students can be employed. We teach them to cook and they make some fantastic food here. And I feel, that there is a future and they can even carry on until retirement. We can use more and more and more people. You see.
Self-sustaining also. Wrapping up Women's Month, next week we discuss the international conflict feminism with Professor Vasuki Nesaya. Catch you then.